Jay, to put a label on the last two efforts, how would you label the bounce back performances after losing game one and what you've seen from your team?
Yeah, we won 2 games, but those are in the past. Our attention is on our game number 4 here tonight, and we expect a good game out of both teams.
They came out and pushed the pace a little bit physically. What did you sense from your group in terms of their ability to absorb it? I assume you're expecting that again tonight, and just kind of how you see your group responding to that.
Well, I saw discipline, number one. I saw calm. I saw composure, the ability to make plays under pressure when another team's running around a little bit. It's been a physical series, an underrated physical series. We try and do it, get in on the forecheck, finish our checks. But over the last few days, define what we think physicality is. Physicality is what Zach Cassian displayed on his goal in the second period, which is to win a 50-50 puck battle. It's going to hard areas like Evander Kane displayed where he scored some of his goals. And, I was impressed with our group. But as I said, that was a couple nights ago. We're worried about tonight.
You talk a lot about, giving people things to focus on and challenges. When you come off 2 games, scoring as much as you are, playing as well as you seem to be, how do you go about it as a coach, presenting those same challenges and providing opportunities to get better?
I think what you want to do is make sure as a staff we're doing our work. You see things clearly. You want to make sure you're seeing things clearly, the patterns that continue to emerge. You want to put emphasis on the areas of your game that you want to continue to build on, and then there might be a few tweaks or adjustments that you want to make if the other team's doing something good. So, I think that's something that we do on a day-by-day basis. We're continuing to do that type of work here. We gave our players yesterday something to hang their hats on. It was a good rejuvenation day. We had good meetings, and then good quick pregame skate here this morning, and ready to go for game number 4.
You said the other day that you're not a believer or whatnot in momentum from game to game. Every game's the start of a new game. So how do you, because you've done a lot of great things, you've obviously had 2 pretty convincing wins. How do you make sure that you're carrying that forward without just having that quote unquote momentum?
Just by making sure you're making the most out of your opportunities to get better. As I said yesterday, regeneration day, good meeting day. I'm not a big believer in momentum carryover in a playoff series. It's not how it's Champions League soccer where there's aggregates and the goals in the game. It doesn't matter. Your job is to win 4 games in a playoff series. The scores of the game are irrelevant. You just want to make sure you're continuing to grow your game and find a way to win. And we've done that in games 2 and 3, but as I said, those games are done. Our focus and attention is on game number 4.
What's the next facet for you guys in terms of growing your game? How do you want to see your game grow?
Continue to build a measure of consistency. I think there are small areas of our game where we can get better. I'm not going to detail them here in the media, but there are small areas in our game that we want to continue to work at. And that growth kind of mindset has been there for the last 2.5 months. Our players have bought in, and I think that's what leads to a team that's continuing to push towards playing to their fullest potential.
If the momentum doesn't carry over, do you think confidence can carry over to players from game to game?
Yeah, I think there's confidence. Sure, anytime you have a little bit of personal success within the team structure and the team finds a way to win the game, I think you feel good about yourself. But what I like about our team is our ability to return to baseline, not to get too caught up in the swells. But same thing, after game 1, we didn't get caught in any type of trough either. We're returning to baseline. It's something that we've talked about for the last 2.5 months. And, if guys are feeling personally confident within our team structure, I'm happy for them. And we're looking to build on that here in game number 4.
Some of these things that you wanted to instill in, even your high minute guys, the back checking that are coming back deep, all those things. Are you seeing those becoming more second nature? Like they're just something they're just doing all the time as opposed to it being a thought process?
Yeah, I think that's a demanding way of playing the game. But when you see results, I think it's kind of that loop that we talked about yesterday. We're asking our players to play a certain way. We're asking everybody to do that. And when the team has results, I think it's an easy sell when you're trying to continue to reinforce it as a coaching staff. I'm very fortunate, and our coaching staff's very fortunate, is that our best players and some of the best players in the world are the ones that are leading the way for us.
The value of being able to spread out the minutes like you have, not only does it rest your top guys, but does it get the rest of the guys more involved in a playoff series than maybe they would have been normal?
Yeah, I think the minutes distribution over the 3 games has been what it is. The games played out a certain way. We're confident that our players all feel involved in the process here, and we don't think we've overtaxed anybody.
How important is that depth and that ability to come at teams wave after wave at this point of the season?
I think it's really important, and for us, that is something that we talk about, is coming at teams in waves and not giving something back on a shift. So having a good shift and then the next group going out there and building on top of that. We think that's a key for our success, is just continuing to stack good plays on top of good plays, and in order to do that, you need the type of depth that you're referencing.